Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought I would start my very first video being my top 5 favourite of my series, which is Final Fantasy is one of my favourite series, as it is with most gamers. I am playing, as you can see in the background, or you can't see in the background, I am playing Final Fantasy 13 Part 2 at the moment. I've about 2 hours into the game and I'm still in that WTF stage of the game. As you can see, I thought I would try and rock Sarah's hairstyle as much as I can for this video, so I've kind of got the side pony and my little dangly bits here. I suppose it doesn't really look much like it. I didn't have like a diamondy crystal bubble, but I just put my crystal butterfly bubble in. So let's get started, shall we? I know I was kind of umming and ahhing whether to do this this video because most people's favourites seem to be Final Fantasy VII, and Final Fantasy VII is not my favourite of the Final Fantasy series, believe it or not. My favourite in... Okay, let's start with number 5, shall we? I'll turn these upside down. So, number 5 of my favourite Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy number 1. It's just perfection to me as a classic RPG, and the only copy I have of it is this Dawn of Souls, which is Final Fantasy 1 and 2 that was brought over in Europe for the Game Boy Advance. I am actually playing it at the moment. It's right here. I started playing it the other night when I couldn't sleep, and I was just like, oh my god, like, I forgot how much I love this game. So yeah, it's just so much fun. I love classic RPGs as well as the new and ones that are coming out these days. So yeah, so that's number 5. Number 4 is Final Fantasy VI. Again, this is the only copy I have of it, which came out for the PlayStation. It was released much earlier, I think, on the NES or the SNES. You guys can tell me if you know down in the comments box. But yeah, Final Fantasy VI to me is such a good game. The story is fantastic, and there's so many memorable scenes. Anybody who's played the opera will never forget it. It's just such an awesome game. I love 6. Depending on what week you ask me, actually, my favourite Final Fantasies will change. Sometimes number 6 is in my top 3, but this week it's number 4, sorry, number 6. So, number 3 is Final Fantasy X. I love Final Fantasy X. A lot of people complain when Final Fantasy X came out that it was too linear, and, you know, there's not... Obviously they did away with the world map, and that caused a lot of problems for people, but I just enjoy a good story and lovely soundtrack and lovely views and awesome characters, and to me 10 was just such a good love story if nothing else. I'm a gamer, but I'm still a girl at heart, and I love a good love story, so I was just kind of like all the way through pretty much. And you know, there's so many awesome characters like Kamari and Auron. They're so good, and you know, at first I was like, oh, Tidus is such a whiny little bitch, but by the end he just redeems himself so much. I love Final Fantasy X. It's one of the few Final Fantasies that I will pick up all the time and play as well. All the way through. Like, I pick up Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy VII probably on a monthly basis, but I'll just play for a few hours and then I'll turn it off and then start a new game when I put it in again. But Final Fantasy X is a very few one I probably complete about 2 to 3 times a year, every year, all the way through, a complete run through. So I'd like to do a let's play on that. Maybe if you guys would like to see a Final Fantasy X let's play, let me know and I'll try and sort that out. So number 2 is Final Fantasy VII. Sorry guys, I did warn you, Final Fantasy VII is not my favourite game. It is my second favourite game. It's perfection to me. It's really hard for me to choose between number 1 and number 2. Final Fantasy VII is I don't even have any words for Final Fantasy 7. You guys should know if you're watching this channel how good Final Fantasy 7 is, so there you are. And number 1, Final Fantasy 8. This is my copy. I got it for $14.99. I'm sure it's a lot more these days. This was the very first Final Fantasy game I played in school. One of my friends, well, my best friend, he said, you know, he was always drawing. We were just kids in school. And he was always drawing. He was always drawing Shiva and Siren and things when we were meant to be working. And I was always like, what are they? Who are these people that you're always drawing? And he was like, oh, it's off Final Fantasy 8. You should play Final Fantasy 8. And I was like, I don't really know if it's my type of game, because before then I've been playing things like Mario and, you know, like platform games and not really too much strategy involved. So I gave it a try and it changed my whole life basically. It got me into loving Japan, and it got me into JRPGs and that sort of culture. It even changed my wardrobe. It changed everything. Final Fantasy VIII for me. It was where I first discovered Nobuo Uematsu does the music. I bought all the soundtracks, went mad, bought all the series. It just started everything for me, Final Fantasy VIII, and that's why I hold it so dearly in my heart. So yeah, that's my top 5 Final Fantasy games. My mobile is going, so I'll have to go and see who that is. Bye guys, thanks for watching. Peace out.